Now, in this module, what I want to talk about is what I call the product inventory. Before we actually sell, before we go out there and start sharing our information with anybody, we need to make sure that we actually understand all aspects of the product. So what we're going to do is create a product inventory. Now, you have to have a product inventory before you go out there and start selling. If you don't have this, you're going to be asked questions and you would not know how to be able to answer them, and you will basically mess up your presentation. So we need to be able to do this. This is actually the ABCs of selling that we need to go through this. Right now, the product inventory is broken up into 3 steps. Now, the first one is called the feature. A feature is some aspect of the product that you want to be able to highlight. Now, typically, you will use this sentence. Our product has, fill in the blank, whatever feature, okay? So just think about a feature that you currently have. Now, once you have that feature, our product has fill in the blank feature, okay, which will allow you to, and that is the benefit statement. So the first one is a feature statement. The second is the benefit statement, which will allow you to, so in other words, this feature will allow you to blank. And the third part here is the advantage statement. And that means, right? So for example, let's put this all together. Our product has this, which will allow you to do that, which means that, and then you explain the advantage. So let's walk through this. First one, feature. Some aspect of your product, right? Where I want you to be able to do is I want you to create a list right now of all the product or service that you have has to offer. Just create a list. Brainstorm, create that list. Then, right next to each one of this feature, I want you to list a benefit, right? For each feature, list a benefit, okay? Each feature now may actually have several benefits. They can have more than one. So feature, benefits, and then right after, on the third column, so to speak, I want you to add the advantage. Now, this is important. A lot of people always talk about feature and the benefits, but always leave out the advantage. Now, what is an advantage? The advantage is something that I have over somebody else. Or if I use a certain product right now, what is the advantage of buying from you when I'm currently using this? If I'm okay with what I'm using right now, then I don't really care about your features and benefits. But if you can literally tie those features and benefits with an advantage on what I currently have, then more likely I'll get interested. Are you getting the idea? So let's walk through an example. Let's say you're selling software. Now, I like to use softwares because it's kind of a product, it's kind of a service at the very same time. But let's say you're selling software, some generic software for a small business, right? And then now this software has a certain feature which allows you to automate report generator, for example, which means you can program that when the report's going to be generated so you don't have to do this manually. So here's what you would say on your sales pitch, right? You would say, our product has an automatic report generator feature, right? Which will allow you to pre-program all the reports you need to generate, right? That's your benefit. And that means that you won't have to stop what you're doing and go back to the computer and actually generate that report, because it's going to do it automatically. Do you see the advantage? Do you see how much time you'll spend? You know how much money you spend? That you will save, right? So this is a great example how to put all of it together. So we're trying to show them what the advantage is. So this is what I want you to understand in this particular video. I want to be able to take you into small steps. I want you to do right now is list features, and for each feature, list down a benefit between 1 to 3. If there's more than one, it's okay. And for each one of those benefits, there may be an advantage, maybe more than one. Again, create 3 columns. And the first column features, second column benefits, third column is your advantage, okay? You can use any type of paper, whether it's one of those yellow pad papers, white paper, it doesn't matter, but you have to do this before you begin anything when it comes to selling your products or services, because now is the time to be able to do some homework, feature, benefits, and advantages. Get started right now. Take between 10 to 15 minutes to do this at this very moment.